And it looks like we're live. How about that? Hello, Sherry. Hello, Michelle. Hello, everybody. We are live. And I don't know how many people are here. Oh, Denisha, thank you. I'm so glad that I'm not in the doghouse with you. That means the world to me. Um, but here we are. Hi, Bev. We're doing our normal 2 o'clock topic Tuesday. Um, we always at 3 o'clock. Hey, PJ. We always at 3 o'clock. We always go to see Brenda, the newbie crocheter, because she almost always has a live stream starting at 3 o'clock. So we want to help her out as well. And here we are. Hi, Ivy B. Oh, it looks like we have a raid from Carrie's room. Hey, Melissa. Yay, an elephant stampede, she says. Yay. Oh, I think that's lovely. So, while we're all gathering together, just tell me what's on your hook, what's in your cup, all the standard ice-breaking questions, the stuff that some people find terribly boring, but actually I think it's fun. Show. Actually, I have to tell you, I some of you might have seen my got a picture for you, but you don't want to send it. If it will make you fear that it will make me sad. I'm not sure. If you think it'll make me sad, then maybe it will. But I don't know. I don't know whether I'm willing to take a risk on that. I don't know. Anyway, so some of you might have seen I posted a picture on Instagram of a shawl that was basically a lacy corner to corner shawl, and it's now on Ravelry. Ooh, Michelle was making a bought-along toddler dress. Ooh, lovely. Denisha, if it's a puppy, send it to me, please. 3, 4. And Sherry is working on a sweater and a test pattern shawl. It's okay, PJ, whenever. So anyway, so I had this corner to corner lacy triangular shawl that I posted on Ravelry. So I woke up last night in the middle of the night and I thought, wait, I can make a rectangular wrap out of that. So I've been working on that actually. So I've started the rectangular bits. Not really as rectangular as it could be, but still it's sort of rectangular. But there's a lot of work that still needs to be done, and I also need to figure out how to write it up. Actually, this is the short end I should be showing. Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of work in figuring out how to write it up. It's not always easy, I'll tell you that. Writing up things can be difficult. And now I lost my place because I was running my mouth. I don't know where I am. Let's see. So, let's see. Tell me what else is going on, everybody. Let's see. That's that size, I guess. Do that. We'll assume that works. Okay, more people who came over from Carrie's live stream. I think that's lovely. Hey, Ladybug. PJ is almost done with hat number 17 for Hat Not Hate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I think that's lovely. You know that they did extend the deadline for their for submissions, but I did not change the end date for my. Hey, Pivy, we haven't talked about the topic yet. I was just saying that Lion Brand did extend the deadline for Hat Not Hate submissions, but I did not change the end date for my Hat Not Hate contest. The end date for that is tomorrow, and the two challenges are to either guess how many hats I complete. I have no idea how many it is. I'm not going to count until it's over. And also to guess how much blue yarn I have left over. How much I have left over has always been a moving target because people keep sending me blue yarn. In fact, I have had nightmares about people sending me blue yarn. And guess what I got in the mail today? Blue yarn. But I'm not going to count it. Um, as far as the Hat Not Hate yarn goes, I'm going to use it because it's nice yarn. And in fact, I might, because the submission deadline has been extended, I might include the hats I create with that blue yarn. Hey Trisha, oh, it's a raid from Kim as well? Wow. Hey Granny D. Um, so the blue yarn I just got, I'm not going to include in the calculations for my Hat Not Hate um, contest because I just got it today in the mail, and the contest ends tomorrow. But because Lion Brand has extended the deadline for submissions, I might use it to create more hats for that. Hey Kenny, glad to see you. Um, but what else was I going to say? Anyway, so I was saying the two contest questions for Hat Not Hate are how many hats will I have completed by the end of tomorrow? I've worked through all the blue yarn that I have pretty much. So I'm not going to get any more between today and tomorrow. And how much yarn I will have left over, and I'll tell you right now, it's not a lot. Um, and then the earliest correct guess for either of those questions gets a prize. The person who guesses the hats correctly can choose either between a pattern package or a yarn package. The pattern package includes a bunch of patterns from a bunch of people, and that includes a thumb drive from Crystal Bagaday. That's a bunch of patterns right there. The yarn package includes some stuff that I have been gifted that I've chosen to pass on. I've told the story before about a duplicate shipment that I got from Hirschner's. They told me to just donate it, and I decided to donate it to my giveaway box. That sort of thing. So anyway, on Sunday, this Sunday the 25th, I'm going to go live starting at 1 o'clock. It's not going to be one of those long lives. I don't expect to be on live longer than 4 hours maybe, because those 8, 9, 10 hour lives they're just draining, really. I've already done a holiday live this month. That was on the 4th of July. So, next Sunday, on the 25th, is when I will announce the winners. And as far as possible, I will show you the selection process for the winners. It's not one of those things that you can do with the YouTube random comment selector thingy, because I have to come up with the correct answer and then just search through the comments to find the earliest correct answer. Alicia is working on a rectangular shawl in shades of blue. That sounds nice. Hi, Jenny. I'm sorry if I'm missing people. Okay, Amy asks when the deadline for Hat Not Hate is. Originally, it was August 1st, but it's been extended into, correct me somebody if I'm wrong, I think it is September 13th. You can look at hatnothate.org to find out. In fact, let me see if I can just enter that link. I have to wait for my keyboard to wake up now. Okay. At hatnothate.org, you will be able to find all the information that you need. So, and if you're not able to do hats for Hat Not Hate, do hats for local organizations that need hats, because local organizations always need hats. There are homeless people in every community, and I don't care if you live in Phoenix. No matter where you live, it gets cold at night and they need something warm. Oh, okay. Amy says she had her package ready to go, but now she's going to open it and add more to it. I think that's good. Okay, let's see. Oh, have I? I have not put it up yet. Okay, there's the link if anybody wants to come up with me. Untangling yet more Karen cotton cake yarn. Oh, untangling yarn is the bane of my existence. Whenever I have something in a cake form, I put it on a spindle and then I pull from the outside, and it works much better than trying to pull it from the inside. Whenever I have a skein, this is just a gross generalization, and I can't say that it's 100% true, but my observation has been that those skeins that come with like a nice convenient tab that says start here for a center pull, more often than not, they're really not the kind of yarn that I want to use more than once. So I'll finish the project with that yarn, but I don't want any more of it. Ooh, Jenny doesn't like shawl in a ball. She's having trouble with that. I I I haven't had great experience with shawl in a ball myself. In general, I love Lion Brand, but I have not had great experience with shawl in a ball. And in fact, I have an aborted project in a Ziploc bag, but I can actually see the Ziploc bag right here from where I'm sitting. But you better believe I'm not going to show you how messy this room is. Oh, Michelle, I think that's a wonderful idea. She's suggesting that after the bot along, everyone could make things to donate to their local organizations. Are you suggesting that the bot along projects be included in what they donate, or that they should do something else with the bot along projects? I think that either way is good. I started to do a bot along project, but I really was very unhappy with the yarn I was using. And I've tried about 4 different things. Hey, Consuelo. I've tried about 4 different things. Ruby, yes, I got some in person at Joann's last week. Some Lion Brand mandala cakes for $3.99, and they're nice. And I've used them already. I'm sorry to say. I just on the project that I'm working on now. I just started on a cake of um, Lion Brand mandala tweed, which was not 4.90 or 3.99. I think it was still a reduced price, but it was not 3.99 because I think the starting price is higher than the regular Lion Brand mandala. Let's see. Amy Long is making baby blankets. I love to make baby blankets, and they're so easy, and they can be so quick, depending upon the pattern that you use. One of my favorites is the Fiber Spider has a tutorial for this pattern. He states outright it's not his pattern, but he just created a tutorial for it. Um, and he calls it the Which Way Fillet pattern. I think it's wonderful. I use it all the time. I can't order from Joann's. I don't know what it is. I did something wrong when I first entered my credit card information, and now they will never, ever, ever trust me again. Apparently, because I just can't do it. All of the other vendors will gladly take my money, but I did something wrong at the Lion Brand website, and now they don't trust me. I should probably call them up and fix it, but then if I do that, I'll probably spend more money, which is not good to do. So, by the way, did y'all see my new logo sign that came from Brenda, the newbie crocheter? Isn't it wonderful? The logo itself was created by Daniel, whom we know as Ply Guys, and okay, I'm going to show Brenda's link because we're going there at 3 o'clock. And she's perfectly wonderful. Hey, Dana! Actually, while I'm at it, I should show Daniel's link as well because he's the one who created that logo up there. And he does amazing yarns, but by golly, he's been overwhelmed with um, orders and stuff because in a little over a month he has become so incredibly famous among our community. Okay, what time is it now? I have not even touched on the topic today. The topic today, because today is Topic Tuesday, is Give Me Topics. I want to know what you think I should talk about in future Topic Tuesdays. Okay, I have well, let me see what I've got here. Oh, I have my pen at the ready. Let me rephrase that. Okay, here's my pen. I have my pen at the ready. Give me topics. Because, oh, I have one for today, really. 2 blue hats for entries and now on a blue baby blanket. I can't believe how much blue yarn you had. Oh, yeah. Honestly, actually, I've been very fortunate. People have sent me yarn as gifts, either stuff that they have received and they were passing the love along, or stuff that I expressed an interest in and they just wanted to give it to me because they were generous. I'm thankful for every kind of effort like that. And people have been really beautiful to me. Um, so, oh, Dana's telling people that we're a little low on the thumbs up, so I would not object if you hit the thumbs up. Yeah. So, so Ezra is suggesting puppies as a topic. How can I relate puppies to crochet? I have made quite a few dog sweaters. I don't have any right now because I think I've given them all away. But yes, we do all know that David loves puppies. That we do, indeed. I have a puppy with a puppy mask right here. Um, so yeah. Throw out some future topics. Yes, puppies and crochet make us happy. Yes, that is true. And Michelle says no relation to yarn is fine. That's okay too. Hey, Ladybug, I'm glad you're a new subscriber. Ivy B says no. Does it have to be crochet? It doesn't really. I mean, because believe me, we can always find a way to relate it to crochet. It's like what do they call it? The six links to Kevin Bacon. You can always find whatever entertainment figure you can name. Within 6 moves, you can find a way that he's related to a Kevin Bacon project. So 6 links to crochet or 6 links to puppy. I think that would be cool. Um, 6 degrees of separation. Well, that was actually a separate play. But I think that the correct name of it is 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. I'm not sure. I don't know. Amy says that her local animal shelter takes toddler-sized blankets for dogs and cats. Oh, Frenchie says her Kevin number is 2? Wow. Actually, there is at least one thrift shop in town that's whose sole purpose is to benefit pet rescue organizations. I should donate to that organization. Yarns that are hard to frog. That would take more than one Topic Tuesday. Actually, no. As Dana will also always tell you, we don't want to go into negativity, and I can get somewhat negative about some yarns. Now, most yarns that I like are easy to frog, but a little earlier, someone brought up a yarn, a particular variety. um, Variety of or a particular brand produced by a producer and distributor that many of us love, but that particular variety um, is not always a favorite because it is difficult to work with and difficult to frog. And I would have to agree. I got some actually with a Christmas gift card, and I'll confess I gave most of it away when I did my next giveaway after Christmas. Let's see, great pattern makers for men. Oh, oh my goodness gracious. Ezra is suggesting pattern makers for men. I think that's a good idea. Actually, if you watch my Monday Men series, I have interviewed some men who do patterns for men's garments. There's one I've been trying to um, lure into an interview situation who writes amazing men's patterns. He's been in my shout out Saturdays twice now because sometimes I repeat myself because I'm lazy. Special stitches best for what projects? It's a little broad, Amy. Do you have specific projects in mind, and what special stitches are best for those? Ladybug is saying that I'm not really being negative um, when I talk about things that I don't like using. Honestly, there are a lot of yarn YouTubers who review yarns and evaluate the new ones when they come out. They evaluate the subscription kits. They evaluate all sorts of new products and um, products that have been out there a long time that might have changed in terms of manufacture or distribution. So I think that they do a much better job than I do uh, in doing that because I don't have their knowledge. Um, I will gladly talk about the yarns that I love, but there are lots of yarns that I don't know yet, that I don't know whether I like or not. And the ones that I don't love, I don't think it's really worth wasting energy to tell you that. I mean, there are one or two I will occasionally let a comment slip, but if I'm doing something that is specifically a yarn review, I don't think it's really worth my energy to just say stay away from this yarn. Um, because people are going to have needs that are different from mine. My needs have changed over time. At one point, um, um, price was the most important thing. Nowadays, even though I'm not a bit wealthier than I was, I have evolved to the point where I'm looking a little more at quality alongside of price. So easy stitches for beginners. Oh, for beginning pattern makers, Ezra, is that what you mean? Amy Long wants to know what is a good project for a crocodile stitch. Bag O' Day has a really good beginning crocodile stitch, sort of a clutch, a small bag that I think is great. I did that myself, and it came out very well. If you search way back in my Instagram, you could find it. Trisha just ordered a mystery bag from Aberdeen Wool Company. I do not know that company. Um, so I don't know. Um, easy stitches for beginners who are creating patterns. Again, I think that's a little broad because I don't know what kind of patterns the beginners we have in question want to make. Let's see. Okay. Good project for the crocodile. What is my favorite go-to project? Well, in the past few months, it's been blue hats. Little tired of that now. So, but I still need to make a couple more hats because, oh, hey, Daniel, because some of the yarn that I received today was for the specific purpose of creating hats with my own patterns to photograph for the yarn distributor to use and also distribute the pattern uh, as well as post the photographs. So, I mean, but it's not going to happen until after I finish with the Hat Not Hate. So they're calling you fake, Daniel. I That seems to be a standing joke, but I didn't catch the where the origination of that joke. Mm. Did you get any sleep at all? Mm. Let's see. So anyway, yeah, it all started on Lisa's Crochet Live. You make the rounds. You know, you're like a Hollywood celebrity with all these talk shows that you go to. Um, because everybody loves you. Of course he does, Amy. Um, yeah. Crystal is perfectly lovely. You could not pay me to say anything negative about Crystal. Well, largely because there's nothing negative to say, but also you could not pay me to make up anything negative about Crystal. Um, so what else? Anyway, so just as a reminder, our topic today is give me topics for future weeks. Um, Ladybug says you came in like a lion. Are you going to go out like a lamb? Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Ezra. Like to hear how that goes for you. Um, Ezra and Granny keep August 7th free. I'm just saying. Exactly. So, as I was saying, I'm going to be. It'll be the second weekend in August. I'll be driving up to an alumni event at my old college. And Granny D and Ezra and a few other people live in that area, and I want to meet them then. Um, so the event is on August 8th, but I'm driving up on Saturday the 7th and leaving on Monday the 9th. Um, Ooh, Ruby, that's quite a question. It might depend upon what the scraps are. I mean, what the yarn scraps are made of. If they're acrylic, they might linger in the environment for 1,000 years. Hmm, I don't know. In the past, I have stuffed things with yarn scraps, even, like inch-long tails or less than an inch, that sort of thing. I would keep them in a big like coffee can or something, and then when I needed them for stuffing, I would use them. But then I would never have enough. I don't know. That actually is a very good. Do you know what? Ooh, I think that is a very good topic. If I just make that Ruby, you have given me a great topic for a future topic Tuesday. Um, it's going to require some research and some consultation. Actually, I'm gonna consult with Kim, affordably crafty, um, about thrift crafting as well. Yeah. Well, Granny D, that's my topic today. Is give me topics, 'cause I ain't got none. I mean, some of them bear repeating every now and then, like the Crojo topic, that you can do that, like, you could do that once a month, or, well, maybe once a quarter at least, or, that sort of thing. I had what I thought was a really good one recently, and now all of my recent topics are escaping me because I have the camera on me and because I have a mind like a sieve, a really cute sieve. Um, Jenny, I have reached out to Gregory Stitch and we're trying to work out a time to do an interview. I would love to talk to him. He seems like a lot of fun. There are lots of people who seem like a lot of fun or who would be really great. Some of them are not in the US and they say that they don't think that their English is good enough to do an interview. Some of them say that they just for reasons of anxiety or shyness or something just would not feel comfortable doing that, and I let that sit because I want to respect everyone's choice. Hey, Katrina. And then some of them just haven't gotten back to me. There's a guy, I cannot remember his name. He's been on all sorts of high level media outlets, so that could be a reason that he hasn't noticed me. But he is an MMA fighter. He's like, does these violent things that I don't understand. But he also crochets. Um, I wish I could remember his name in the moment. I never remember anything in the moment, especially if I need it right now. Um, but I would like to have him. There have been a few people. Actually, I do have an interview set up with a relatively high profile um, podcast couple, um, and I hope that I will have it prepared to post next Monday. I enjoy their podcasts. I think they're fun. There are others. Um, there are others I've approached who have either not responded, well, mostly not responded. Some of them have said no, but I mean, I I'm surprised at my own boldness for this. Tom Daly, the Olympic diver on the British Olympic diving team, he knits and crochets. He has a separate Instagram for his yarn stuff aside from his general Instagram. So I approached him. And of course I haven't heard back from him. But by God, wouldn't that be amazing? That would be great. And I have also spoken to people outside of the Yarny community because I want to, especially on Fridays where I'm becoming more generalized, to just have people outside of yarn, do some interviews with them. Um, Even if there's no way to relate it to yarn, I think it would be interesting because perhaps people might enjoy getting to know a little more about what makes me passionate. Um, there's one I've been trying to line up, and we just haven't made it work yet, but it will. And a few others I've approached for that. Oh, Ezra, don't worry about the email. Ruby says that Kamala Harris crochets, but she's probably busy. I think that is very likely true. Oh my God. how can I resist approaching her PR team now? Do you know? Mm. Because she would be wonderful. Maurice Green. Maurice Green, that's the name, and I can't remember the name of his Instagram, but it's something appropriately violent. But yeah, um, yeah. So yeah, on Fridays, since I stopped trying to do a tutorial every Friday because that was just making me crazy, I've been doing a varying format on Fridays. I won't even call it a rotating format because rotating implies more structure than there is. I've done a few lives, I've done a few interviews. Last week, I had an interview with Crystal of Bag a Day. I am still stunned that she was kind enough to do that. And so we had a lovely discussion. So go and look at that if you haven't seen it yet. The Crochet Boss. Yes, thank you, Jenny. That's his name. Um, I'm sure he has people who handle his Instagram and Facebook and all of those other things for him. So I don't know. I'm going to reach out to him again. There are other people. There are some people. Honestly, I found this guy on Instagram. I meet a lot of hey Shell, I meet a lot of really talented people on Instagram. And I met this one guy who I think his Instagram name is The Knitting Composer. Turns out he is a composer and a conductor. And he has some really beautiful photos of his work on Instagram. That the photos and honestly the number of followers he has, that is what attracts me to people. And I go, can I interview you? And so he was going that, oh, well, maybe later because I'm going off to this one festival where I'm conducting a few operas. And I'm going, opera, opera, opera. Oh, thank you so much, Ruby. Thank you. I love you. Um, opera, opera, opera. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Because opera is my first love. And I said, I have an opera blog called Taminophile. And he's going, your Taminophile? Oh my God. So it's like he recognized me as an opera blogger worthy of consideration. And then we were talking, hey, Cynthia. And then we were talking about crochet as well. So I need to follow up with him because, well, first, he does great work. And second, we have this common thing with the music and the crochet. I cannot wait to get that one up and recorded and up online. Anyway. Exactly, Shell. He started to speak my language. Yeah. I should reach out to him. Because right now it's mid-July. He would be in the middle of this festival where he would be doing these operas. So, oh, excuse me. Alright. What time are we? Okay. So we have over 15 minutes, but still, I'm going to post the link to Brenda, the newbie crocheter, because we go see her. We go see Brenda at 3, because that's when her live stream starts. And let's see, what else can I talk about? Well, just a little bit of a review of my posting schedule. I do these Topic Tuesdays every week at 2 o'clock Eastern. On Wednesdays, I do what I call a Wednesday free-for-all. Um, that's at 6 o'clock Eastern, which is right after Granny D. Thursdays, I usually take off, although I sometimes post something that is pre-recorded. Fridays, a varying format, not rotating, but varying. It could be a live, it could be an interview, it could be who knows what. Saturday, I do shout out Saturdays where I bring your attention to other people who deserve your attention. Sundays, I do Sunday readings. That's poetry. And I love doing those. I love searching for poetry that's going to work and that is basically free of copyright restrictions as well. Um, Monday, I do Monday Men, where I speak with men who are active in the yarn community, and then we come back to Tuesday. So yeah, aside from Thursday, which I have decided to just not schedule anything. Um, yeah, I try to do something mostly every day. Ruby says she loved last Sunday's poem. I love all of the poems I do. I honestly do. I did I did The Ballad of Reading Jail, which is an epic poem by Oscar Wilde, and it's so large it took 5 installments. And that was a whole lot of work, but by golly, it was worth it. Um, so, I need to get to work. A lot of the stuff that I schedule ahead of time, some of it I do weeks ahead of time, which is okay. Especially the poetry. I might do poetry readings about 3 or 4 in a day, and then just edit them and upload them and schedule them for the day that I want to do. Some of the recorded ones, like the shout out Saturdays, when they're recorded, some of them are live. Some shout out Saturdays are live, and some are recorded. But the recorded ones, I can't really do it until the week that we're working on. Hey Joyce Chapman, good to see you. Let's see what else. The Monday Men I try to do ahead of time. Well, long ahead of time. I actually need to get to work on that and schedule some more people. So I'm going to reach out to more people this week for that. I have some people who have, in a general way, agreed to interviews for my Fridays, but we haven't scheduled a time to record those interviews yet. Excuse me. There. Let's see what comes. Okay. There we go. We have a few minutes left, and I'll just post the StreamYard link if anybody wants to come up. Got about 10 minutes left to play around. Hey, Stephanie. Oh, gosh. Mikey from the Crochet Crowd. Honestly, he's so big, I've never considered it, but I should approach him, shouldn't I? Also, there's a guy called the Crochet Dude. I can't remember his real name, but I should approach him as well. At least to ask, you know? I mean, you never know when they might show some consideration for us small channels. Mikey was honestly between Mikey, Fiber Spider, and Bag a Day. I would call them my first 3 crochet tutors. I learned more from them. Caleb from the Beaded Pearl. I've seen the Beaded Pearl, or Bearded Pearl. I have not approached them yet either. Hey, Danny. Have not approached them yet either. So you all are giving me great ideas. Puppy accident. So hi Gigi, good to see you. Um, let's see. Hit me with some more potential topics for which past topics do you think would bear repeating? I've repeated one or two of them already, but which ones do you think would bear repeating on a, I don't know, quarterly level, something like that? Okay, let's see. So anyway, I was saying earlier, I got this beautiful yarn. I was um, I was actually saying that I had worked through almost all of my blue yarn, and look what I got in the mail today. More blue yarn! Oh no! But actually, it's so late in the game that I'm not going to count this blue yarn as far as um, the contest. I will make hats because the purpose of this yarn is really to make model hats for my own. Yes, the crochet dude is Drew. Okay. Hey, Sandy. Let's see. And PJ suggested a crafting for charity. We've done it before, but I think that always bears repeating. So I'm going to make hats with my existing hat patterns with this yarn because the purpose of this yarn was really basically to model those hats for the yarn distributor. And then in theory, I think you're correct, Cynthia, Drew and Borsky. And then in theory that those pictures and my patterns will be on that distributor's website. But they're not going to be part of my part of the contest because I mean I just got them today. It's too late to do anything. I am blue hatted out. I have done as many blue hats as I'm going to do. Oh, actually, Shell, I think that sounds like an interesting story. I'd like to hear more about that. Okay, Michelle just sent me an article which I think will be very interesting. So I will look at that in more depth, in greater depth, Michelle. Um, okay, we have about 5 minutes before we go to see Brenda. So I'm going to call it quits for the day so that we can all like reposition ourselves, take a bio break, do whatever we need to do so that we're ready at 3 o'clock when Brenda goes live. Let me just post her link again. Let me just wake up my square word keyboard again. It's an external keyboard, and so I like have to wake it up every time I want to use it because the keyboard on my laptop doesn't work as well as I would like. So anyway, so there's Brenda's link. Let us all go see Brenda at 3 o'clock and tell her we love her. There we go. And of course, I want to thank you all for coming and ask you to like, subscribe, share, comment, all the standard YouTube crap. Also, look at my links, my link tree link, which will show you all of my links, which includes my Patreon, PayPal, Cash App, all three of my blogs. That will be in the description. So thank you all for coming and keep coming back. Bye bye now. Keep coming back.